Chapter 5. The Test. Diego sat across from his parole officer, Ms. Thompson, in a small, nondescript office. He nervously tapped his foot as she reviewed his file, her brow furrowing as she glanced between the documents and Diego.
Mr. Sanchez, these deposits from your artwork are quite substantial.
Ms. Thompson remarked, her voice a mix of curiosity and suspicion. Diego leaned forward, eager to explain.
Yes, ma'am. I've been fortunate enough to gain some recognition in the art world. People seem to be interested in my work.
Ms. Thompson raised an eyebrow.
And this is why you're not actively seeking employment?
Diego's expression softened, his tone becoming more earnest.
I'm fully committed to my art, Miss Thompson. It's what keeps me focused and out of trouble. Plus, with my past history.
Ms. Thompson nodded, understanding dawning in her eyes as she recalled Diego's prior drug-related charges.
Yes, I see. It's good to have a positive outlet.
Diego breathed a small sigh of relief, grateful that she seemed to be buying his explanation. But then, a pang of anxiety hit him as he noticed the absence of Officer Reynolds, the guy who normally watched him pee for the drug test. The guy Diego paid to look the other way so he could use someone else's piss.
Miss Thompson, where's Officer Reynolds today?
Diego asked, trying to sound casual. Ms. Thompson glanced at her notes, then back at Diego, her expression unreadable.
He's been reassigned today. Is there a problem?
Diego's heart raced as he struggled to maintain his composure.
No problem at all. Just a bit unexpected.
As Ms. Thompson continued to review his file, Diego couldn't shake the feeling of unease. He silently hoped the device in his pants, a prosthetic penis that kept the urine he would swap for his own, would go unnoticed. The device kept the urine warm and even had a small pump when activated, providing what appeared to be a stream. But he never had to rely on it due to his arrangement. Inside, he was dying of anxiety. Diego started to erratically blink with one eye, and the parole officer took notice.
My contacts. Can you give me a moment?
He pulled a contact lens case from his shirt pocket, stood up and turned away from the officer. After mimicking dealing with contacts, he inhaled with a quick sniff the bump of meth the case held. It helped. The anxiety washed away with him chuckling inside. Chuckling straight down the rabbit hole of a new low, with ironically, a new high. He went to sit down, but the officer protested, pressing the intercom button.
Mr. Sanchez is ready for his drug test.
Inside the restroom, with the officer watching Diego provide his sample, Diego stepped forward, pulling out his prosthetic penis as naturally as possible. As Diego activated the prosthetic, it streamed into the sample cup adequately enough, but he could hear the low hum of the pump. Diego was sweating on the inside, but it appeared to have worked as he zipped up. On their way out the door, the officer stopped Diego with his hand on his shoulder and whispered in his ear,
"This one's on me. We'll be in touch."
Diego's thoughts raced as he left the sheriff's station.
What the fuck did he mean about we? This cop was going to want more. A lot more.
A gray sedan pulled up, and the driver called out to Diego.
Did you order the Uber?
Diego approached the car cautiously and got in, making eye contact with the driver through the rearview mirror.
Palm Desert, right?
The driver asked. Diego replied with a slow nod. The driver smiled.
Let me know if I've got the AC on too low. My name is Mr. Kite.